Daniel, chapter 4, verse 1 to 34. I, Nebuchadnezzar, was at rest in my house, and flourishing in my palace. I saw a dream which made me afraid, and imaginings upon my bed and visions of my head affrighted me. Therefore I made a decree to bring all the wise men of Babylon before me, that they may make known unto me the interpretation of the dream. Then came the magicians, the enchanters, the Chaldeans, and the astrologers, and I told the dream before them. But they did not make unto me known the interpretation thereof. But at last Daniel came in before me, whose name was Belteshazzar, according to the name of my God, and in whom is the spirit of the holy gods. And I told him of the dream before him. O Belteshazzar, master of the magicians, because I know that the spirit of the holy gods is in thee, and no secret causeth thee trouble, tell me the visions of my dream that I have been seen, and the interpretation thereof. Thus were the visions of my head upon my bed. I saw and behold a tree in the midst of the earth, and the height thereof was great. The tree grew, and was strong, and the height thereof reached unto heaven, and the sight thereof to all the end of the earth. The leaves thereof were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it was food for all. The beasts of the field had shadow under it, and the fowls of the heaven dwelt in the branches thereof, and all flesh was fed of it. I saw in the visions of my head upon my bed, and behold, a watcher and a holy one came down from heaven. He cried out loud, and said thus, Hew down the tree, and cut off its branches, shake off its leaves, and scatter its fruits. Let the beasts get away from under it, and the fowls from under its branches. Nevertheless, leave the stump of its roots in the earth, even in a band of iron and brass, in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven. And let his portion be with the beasts in the grass of the earth. Let his heart be changed from man's, and let a beast's heart be given unto him, and let 7 times pass over him. The matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the sentence by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomever he will, and setteth up it over the most lowly of men. This dream I, King Nebuchadnezzar, have seen, and thou, O Belteshazzar, declare the interpretation, forasmuch as all the wise men of my kingdom are not able to make known unto me the interpretation. But thou art able, for the spirit of the holy gods is in thee. Then Daniel, whose name was Belteshazzar, was appalled for a while, and his thoughts affrighted him. The king spoke and said, Belteshazzar, let not this dream or the interpretation affright thee. Belteshazzar answered and said, My lord, the king be to them that hate thee, and the interpretation thereof is to thine adversaries. The tree that sawest thou which grew, and was strong, whose height reaches unto the heaven, and the sight thereof to all the earth, whose leaves were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and it was food for all, under which the beasts of the field dwelt, and upon those branches the fowls of the heaven have had their habitation. It is thou, O king, that art grown and become strong. For thy greatness is grown, and reacheth unto heaven, and thy dominion to the end of the earth. And whereas the king saw a watcher, and a holy one coming down from heaven, and saying, Hew down the tree, and destroy it, nevertheless leave the stump of the roots thereof in the earth, even in a band of iron and brass, in the tender grass of the fields, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beasts of the field, till 7 times pass over him. This is the interpretation, O king, and it is the decree of the Most High, which has come upon my lord the king, that thou shalt be driven from men, and that thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, and thou shalt be made to eat grass as oxen, and that shall be wet with the dew of heaven, and 7 times shall pass over thee, till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomever he will. And whereas it was commanded to leave the stump of the roots of the tree, thy kingdom shall be sure unto thee. After that thou shalt have been known that the heavens do rule. Wherefore, O king, let my counsel be acceptable unto thee, and break off thy sins by almsgiving, and thine iniquities by showing mercy to the poor, and if there may be a lengthening of thy prosperity. All this came upon the king Nebuchadnezzar. At the end of 12 months, he was walking upon the royal palace of Babylon. The king spoke and said, Is not this great Babylon, which I have built for a royal dwelling place, by the might of my power, and for the glory of my majesty? While the word was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven. O King Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom has departed from thee, that thou shalt be driven from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, that thou shalt be made to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times over shall pass over thee, until thou know that the Most High rule in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomever he will. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from men, and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till his hair was grown like eagle's feathers, and his nails like birds' claws. And at the end of the days I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted my eyes up unto heaven, and my understanding returned unto me, and I blessed the Most High, and I praised and honored him that liveth forever, for his dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom from generation to generation. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he doeth according to his will in the host of heaven, and among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand, or say unto him, What doest thou? At the same time my understanding returned unto me, for the glory of my kingdom, my majesty, and my splendor returned unto me, and my ministers and my lords sought unto me, and I was established in my kingdom, and surpassed greatness was added unto me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, for all his works are truth, and his ways justice, and those that walk in pride he is able to abase.